So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a Zing deck profile. And Slim, thank you so much for giving me this amazing honor to upload to your channel. I'm sorry that it took me a while to upload this deck, but you know what? I gotta give you guys the best content possible. So here it is, my Zing deck profile. And Slim, man, I just want to say that you're one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. I started watching you when you were in college, man, and you were doing pack openings and you're dueling your friends in college, which is absolutely amazing. What is it called? You had amazing segments like Slim Chat. You know what? Those back in the days, man, you were like the freaking man. You motivated me to make YouTube videos, and you're like, you know, your segments were just on point. Your explanations are always thorough. You know, you explain everything correctly. You always give amazing insights about what this game had, and I just really appreciate that about you, man. And I'm super glad that you're back into the game. You know, people in the community need more people like you. To be honest, man, you're such an amazing guy. You're well-spoken. You're honest about every single thing that you post. You know, like, you pour your heart into your videos, and I really appreciate that, man. So Slim, big shout outs to you, bro. You know, like, I actually look up to you as like a bigger brother. So, you know what, Slim, thank you so much for, you know, being such an amazing YouTuber, man. I'll always look up to you, man. And you know what, it's a big honor for me to come on your channel and to upload this amazing Zing deck profile. So guys, make sure you, you know, for those of you who actually been supporting Slim since day one, shout outs to you, bro. I'm glad that he's back into the game, and I'm just very excited to have this honor to guest upload on this channel. So without further ado, let's get started with this deck profile, guys. And of course, I'll explain to you guys all my card choices, my main deck options, and my extra deck. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started with this Zing deck profile. Zing, to be honest, guys, is a really fun and budget-friendly deck. So make sure you guys, if you guys want to pick this this deck up, you know, pick it up. It's super fun. You know, Chao Fang is still a card. Baxia is still a card, and especially with BAs running around, Yazzie is such an amazing card. So without further ado, enough talking, let's get started with this deck profile. I'll start with the monsters. The monsters are just very standard and generic. You want to play triple Jiao2 of the deck. Sorry, Jiao2. I always call this card Jiao for some reason. But Jiao2, this card is absolutely phenomenal. You want to see this card in opening hand as much as possible. The worst feeling about this card is probably getting his effect Veilert, which pretty much sucks. But you know what? If you open Jiao up with two Zing cards in your hand, you can basically make a first turn Baxia and even first turn Baxia and Herald on the Arc Light, which is very, very powerful. Because you know what? Decks in this format are reliant when using their graveyard. So you know, if you can go first turn Herald Arc Light with, you know, with what's it called? A Chaiwen and a, what is it? A Chuan and a what is it called? Bayan, you can basically protect your Herald Arc like from me to destroy my battle, and you basically have a first turn Solemn Judgment. So Jiao2 is really amazing. He basically runs your whole engine of the deck, which is very, very nice. So Jiao2, very, very good. Best card of the deck, to be honest. Next we're gonna play Triple Swanee, the best level 4 in the deck. He's probably like the biggest level 4 in the deck. 1900 beater, which is very, very good. And once he used as a synchro material monster, he basically, the monster you bring out basically gains 500 attack, which is very, very good. So you want to play the one Swanee, triple Swanee, very, very good. Next you want to play a triple Chaiwen. Your floaters are in the deck. The really good thing about Zing is that they float. You know, they never stop floating. So you want to play triple Chaiwen, really, really good. Once basically what is it called? A Zing monster is destroyed, you can activate his effect, special this card from the graveyard, which is very good. So triple Shiwen. Next, we're gonna play triple Big C. To be honest, Big C is one of my favorite small guys of the deck because he makes your cards not affected by traps. So basically, what you can do is you can go, if you can make Yazzie with Big C against Burning Abyss, you literally win the duel, to be honest. So Big C is very, very amazing. And comboing off as well with Yazzie and Big C, and you have a Herald Arc Light against Burning Abyss, you just win the game. So Big C is very amazing. And these guys are amazing because they float with each other, which is very, very nice. The floating aspect of this deck is just phenomenal. It's very annoying to get over unless, you know, your opponent just drops the Abyss Dweller, which is gonna suck. But anyways, your opponent is not gonna drop Abyss Dweller in Burning Abyss. So you wanna play triple Big C, you wanna play triple Bayan. This card is the monster destruction of the deck. He basically makes your synchro monster that you bring out with Bayan or Beyond, what is it called? Can't be destroyed by battle, which is very nice. So this one protects it from being destroyed by battle, protects it from being affected by trap card effects, and Swanee basically protects, makes your synchro monster gain 500 attack, which is very nice. So you know, triple Bayan. Next, we're gonna play, of course, the one Pulao, one Totai. Very good. These cards are very good for the extra names, and Pulao is really good because if you make Chiwen or you make Baxia, you make Yazzie with Pulao, you're very, very, you know, you're very good against the Monarch matchup, because the only thing that you have to worry about against in the Monarch matchup is the Stormfort. Stormfort sucks, and yeah, so you definitely got to play Pulao. And Totai is very, very good because it's a beater in itself, and he also floats. So yeah, next one to play, of course, one Zavraxi. Only one. Don't like him too much, but one of him is good. This is a completely different build than the Zephyr build, so I feel like one Zavraxi is really good enough. You know, play of course one Zavranyu. This card is really, really good because you can make first turn Baxia and first turn Hero Arc Light with this card, which is very, very nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our Zing monsters of the deck. And let's go off into our other monsters. You want to play Double Maxi, pretty much it to round off our monster lineup. I find that when this card goes, when this deck goes second, you struggle a lot against Burning Abyss. So you know you basically want to stop them from going off. So Maxi is very, very good, and the ton of advantage that you have with this deck, the more better you are in the current game state, because the more cards you have in your hand, you can always pitch it out with targets for Jiao2, which is Jiao2, which is very, very good. So Maxi is definitely amazing. Basically stops your opponent from going off, and it just generates you a ton of hand advantage. So, you know, Del Maxi is very, very good. And that's pretty much it. Rounds for our monsters. Off to our spells. We're going to play a triple broken card, Zing Path. Card's amazing. The product average of the deck, you basically shuffle back 3 Zings, draw 2 cards. Very, very good. And then, you know, this card makes sure that you basically have infinite floaters in the deck. So Zing Path is very good. And if you guys didn't know, Jiao2 can, you know, ditch Zing Path and even Zing Creation to the graveyard to resolve its effect. So which is absolutely amazing. So you want to play triple path. Next you want to play one Dark Hole. I feel like Dark Hole is definitely way better than the Regeki in this deck, because first turn, let's say you open up 3 Zings. It doesn't really matter what you open up. So you open up, let's say you open up 3 Zings, okay? So you open up 3 Zings and you have a Dark Hole. And this hand will be absolutely broken if you have a Jiao2. So what you can do is literally summon Suwani, activate Dark Hole, bring out Jiao2, and basically activate Jiao2's effect. Ditch these 2s are great, especially in 2 Zings. So Dark Hole is basically an instant Jiao2 in my personal opinion. So Dark Hole is very, very good. And also clears your opponent's boards, which is very nice. Great against Majesty's Fiend and great against Monarchs, which is very good as well. So one, a Jujero Oscuro. Next, we're going to play double MST. I felt like MST is more viable in this deck rather than Twin Twister, because I feel like Twin Twister doesn't have the support for the discard outlet of this deck. So I definitely think MST is way better. I did some testing about whether or not to play MST or Twin Twisters. So I believe that definitely MST is way better in this deck rather than Twin Twister, because unlike BAs, this card does not have a lot of discard outlet, and you know, you need to see your Zing monsters in your hand because they are floaters and they don't float once you discard it to the graveyard. So I feel like MSC is really good. And the only thing that, you know, that this deck, like, you know, gets destroyed on is domain. So, you know, once you MSC the domain, you're pretty much set. So I feel like the 1-for-1 aspect of MST is definitely way better than the Twin Twister. Next, we're gonna play one Mind Control, and last but not least, one Soul Charge. You open up Soul Charge, you win the game. Burst card is broken. Absolutely busted. Mind Control for the sole purpose that you can, you know, take control of your opponent's Beatrice. Really take control of your opponent's Beatrice. Let's say, you know, activate Beatrice effect. Dump your own, Dump your own Zing monsters and comboing off with, Baxia and Call the Haunted, which is very, very good. So Mind Control is very amazing for that. And also, Mind Control against Monarch is very great. So you can go like, you know, Mind Control, Majesty's Fiend, Tribute Summon for Totai, which is very nice. Oh, well, you can't Tribute Summon, sorry. You go Mind Control, the Erebus. You basically Mind Control the Erebus, so that way it unlocks you from the domain lock, which is very good. So one Mind Control is amazing. And especially you can steal monsters to help you synchro as well, which is very, very nice. So this is one tech of the deck. Definitely Mind Control is the tech. So that's pretty much it for our spells. We have a small spell engine. Let's go off into our traps. We're gonna play triple Zing Creation. Card's busted. You open up a Zing monster with, you know, double of these cards, you basically are in such an amazing position next turn. You can literally go tons of synchro next turn, and Zing Creation basically generates tons of advantage, especially in this deck. So I love this card. And by the way, guys, the monster has to be destroyed, okay? Destroyed by battle or by card effect. Any monster, it doesn't have to be a Zing monster. Any monster that gets destroyed by battle or by card effect gets special summon a Zing monster from the deck, which is very, very good. Triple Creation, one Bottomless, very good against Cosmo, very good against the Beatrice and Break Swords as well. One Manage Emptiness, kills the BA matchup, one Solemn Warning, double Solemn Strike. By the way, guys, I know that in a lot of my deck profiles, people say that, Sam, what do I take out for Solemn Strikes? My recommendation for taking out for Solemn Strikes is putting in one Breakthrough skill and a one Lose One turn. That's what I would take out for Solemn Strikes, because I know that this card is like $100 a piece right now, and I know that not a lot of people can afford this. So, Solemn Strike, especially for budget players, you don't have to play this card. It's not mandatory. Maybe played and the ban played on, or one lose, one turn, and one breakthrough skill. Or you can even play Trento Tribute and a breakthrough skill as well. To be honest, I don't think lose one turn is really that great this form, because you know what, it may slow down your opponent just for one turn, but you know, when it's someone Dark Destroyer, they're just like, okay, you know what, I'll just put a Dark Destroyer in attack mode next turn anyways. And also it can sometimes hinder you from going off, because the only way that you can unlock yourself from lose one turn is through Big C. So sometimes it can conflict with your cards, but nonetheless, lose one turn is a great card in this deck. So, you know, double Solemn Strike will do. Next we're going to play double Call the Haunted. This card is absolutely phenomenal in this deck. I love Call the Haunted. Very, very good, because you can combo it off with the Backseat plays, which is very, very nice. And Call the Haunted basically applies more pressure on the board, which is very, very good in his deck. You want to, you know, push for damage as much as possible. You want to bring out your Baxias, your Yazis, your Xiaofang as much as possible. So Call the Haunted basically helps you get into that, which is very, very good. And it helps your what's it called? It also helps your Zing monster float. And I actually bet you want to take these cards out for even double Oasis of the Dragon Soul instead, because they'll be treated as a worm monster. Well, the whole deck is a worm monster. Like, what am I talking about? They're basically the same thing. So, Call the Haunted, you guys can either play Call the Haunted or Oasis. If you guys are scared of getting pushed for damage, you can play Oasis of Dragon Souls instead. But Call the Haunted, nonetheless, is such an amazing card in this deck. Last but not least, you play one Skill Drain. Skill Drain is really good, especially against Monarchs, Majesty's Fiend. Really good against Burning Abyss. No, it doesn't really do anything against Burning Abyss. And, you know, it basically kind of hinders PK, BAPK. Because they can't activate break swords and things like that. But you know what, nonetheless, this card is very good against the format. Great against the Monarch matchup, which is very, very good. So Skill Drain is really amazing. I actually kind of want to take this card out. But you know what, the reason why this card is really good is because it's a massive breakthrough skill, especially while you have a Big C, a synchro monster brought out by Big C. So Skill Drain is very, very good in the deck, but this card is definitely an easy side out, especially against Cosmo or things like that. And it can be really good against Cosmo as well, because one, it can stop their Sword Troopers or Strongmen from resolving their effect, which is very, very nice. So definitely one Skill Drain is definitely the tech of the deck. If you guys don't have to play Skill Drain if you guys don't want to, but it's such a really good continuous trap card. I feel like it's really necessary to play, especially in Yang Zings. And you know, most of your monsters effect resolve in the graveyard anyway. So Skill Drain is really good against Abyss Dweller, really, really good against Utopia Lightning and things like that. So Skill Drain is very, very good in my personal opinion. To our extra deck, we want to play double Baxia. Very broken. You guys all know what Baxia does. First turn, you can go Baxia and Herald Arclight. You know, GG against Burning Abyss. So double Baxia, double Yazi. Card is really, really good. Sometimes you want to try to bring this card out with Pulau as much as possible. So you can go, I think, what is it? Yeah, so yeah, if you can go make Pulau with this, you're basically immune to everything. So yeah, you can make him with Pulau and Big C, which is going to be very, very nice. So I'll play double Yazi. Yazi is really good now is because Perform Power isn't really too much of a thing. It's not as prevalent as last format, because Ignister was a card, and Ignister can get rid of this card like nothing. So definitely Yazi is really, really amazing for that. One Yazi, one Trishula, Dragon the Ice Barrier. This card is very, very good. Trish is amazing. Next, you want to play one Crimson Blader. This card is the Monarch Destroyer and the Cosmo Destroyer. Very, very good. You want to play double Herald Arclight. Card is phenomenal. One Felgrand. The only XYZ that I play, because you can make Felgrand with Baxia, because Baxia doesn't float, so you can basically use Baxia's effect and then go into Felgrand, which is very good. And he's the effect builder of the deck, which is absolutely amazing. One Clearwing, one Bios, one Omega, one Meteor Burst, one Xiaofang, and last but not least, one Leo. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Side deck is always up to personal preference. You guys can play effect builders in the side deck. You guys can also play, you know, Master Restriction, things like that. Like, all those side deck options are always up to personal preference. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this deck profile, please give this video 100+ likes. It'll mean a lot to Slim and I. Thank you so much, guys. And you guys will definitely see me and Slim collabing very, very soon. Shout outs to you, Slim, for letting me post on your channel. You're such an amazing person. I freaking love you, man, and I freaking love all your fans as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And of course, this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Peace out, guys.